Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, all good, thanks, Will.
Okay, thanks, David. Yeah, I hope you can recover well.
Yeah, hopefully I won't be too far away, but
yeah,
I just can't walk at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah. Okay, hi guys. Just sorry, because basically I'm standing, so you feel I just look down, so I hope you guys don't mind on that. Okay, because the laptop here. So basically now we have a team set up. Okay, and I think for the canvas, please just give me a little bit of time. I still need to tidy up, polishing, okay? But I try to put the most important documents and also exercise and links in the team. So the team probably the most quick to be updated, okay? But later on, I will update the canvas as well, okay? Just give me a little bit of time to tidy up this. So today, like last week, actually, we start talking about the wireless network. We talk about different technologies. So today, actually, we like to give you guys a little bit more in-depth overview, okay, before we touch the details. And also, I want to show you guys the textbook we will use, okay? I think I will share this in the Teams as well, okay? So I just share the window. You can see the textbook. So where is share? Yeah, sharing. So share is here. I try to look at the this is the textbook. Okay, so can you guys see that is a wireless communication networks and systems. Okay, this actually is quite. Oh, sorry, I should record. Right, this is something. I think it's already recording. Is it?
Yeah, someone started recording, Will, and we can see the wireless book.
Okay, that's good. Okay, but anyway, so basically, this is the textbook we will use, and the reason I like to use this book is, if maybe you know this guy is William Stalling. Okay, he is a very famous academic. He wrote several textbooks for the computer networking, not just for wireless, okay, and also for the wired network. So he's a very significant author. So if you look at the textbook, I want you guys quickly have a look at the the outlines, so you can have a quick feeling what we will cover in this coming 17 weeks. Okay, already 3 weeks passed.
Sorry, where do we find that?
I will share that in the Teams. I can share now.
Oh, okay.
You can share. This is another one. Maybe I put this link first. Okay, don't look at the link yet. Okay, so I put this. I can reply. I can upload from these devices, and it should be on the D drive chain. Yep, it should be this one. Okay, I will figure out if we. The textbook. I will figure out if we in our library do they have a physical copy or not. Yeah, this. But I want you guys actually, if you look at the content, okay, hope it's big enough. Right? If you get let's sharing. Sharing and it's this one. Okay, so basically, if you look at the content today, overview. how they actually start from very simple, like the electronic radios, okay? And now, it's so advanced. We can using the wireless, we can look at a video, we can make a phone call, okay? And even we can have like Zoom meetings. So all these advanced communication service. And next week, probably we will start something about really touching the wireless. Okay, so when I talk about wireless, probably the biggest difference is they are wireless, right? So usually we talk about wire. I think if you have some networking background, you know how the wire works, okay? But now the wireless is only an extension of wire, okay? And also the wireless will finally connect to the wire. Okay, for example, now like when you open your laptop, when you open your phone, we are using Wi-Fi. Okay, the Wi-Fi actually will connect to the access point in the room, but after access point is usually is a box, is a hang on the roof, or sometimes it's under the roof. Okay, but after this box, it all became wired again. Okay, so that's why you cannot have a fully wireless. Okay, technically you can, but actually it means you have to use a lot of equipment, especially for this radio equipment. Okay, so it's always we're using wireless, try to reach those is hard to reach. Okay, or we try to actually really want to look at the coverage. But at the end, the wireless need to go to the wire. Okay, because it's the network actually is wire. Okay, and that's why you have this high speed. So from next week, we will actually go a little bit deeper about the transmissions. Okay, so basically we are talking about, when we're talking about wireless communications, is the signals, electronic signals, they are sending through the air. Okay, so what can be the features of them? Okay, so when this signal actually trans through the air, what is their behaviors? Okay, this is very important because if you know their behaviors, in simple, they are degrading, right? So like here, if I have a very low voice, I think people here on the back, hey, William, what do you say? Okay, because the voice, when they go through the air, they already start degrading. Okay, so if I low down my voice, the signal when they go to the air, they will be low down as well. Okay, you cannot say, what, the voice come out of my mouth is actually became more bigger, more soft noise is not impossible unless I have something can really make them big. Okay, otherwise the voice signals will go through the air, and the far they go, they actually will degrade more. Unless some people maybe just see you open your mouth, but they don't know what you're speaking. Okay, so this is a very significant difference when we talk about wireless and wire. Okay, because when we talk about wireless, we talk about something like in the air. Okay, so the signal when they pass through, they have quite different features. And also we will talk about the very originally, we start from analog. Have you guys actually heard of analog and digital? What that means? Mechanical, okay. So what the mechanical means here? Yeah, it's like wave. Yeah, it's like analog waves, right? Yeah, digital actually is sampling. They do the sampling on these waves. Okay, and they have very sampling. Okay, and they have some series. Okay, so basically, if you have enough samplings, they can actually recover back to the original signal. Okay, and for the digitals, actually, we more talk about 0 1s. Okay, but when we have analog, the different levels actually the meaning different. Okay, so that's is analog. That's why you see the waves. But when we talk about digital, yes, you look sometimes you still see the waves, but it only have 0 and 1. Okay, they don't have other signals on the air, and this actually makes the network is very simple. Okay, because if you look at how the signal is sending when we're using 0 1s. Okay, so when we have signals sending on the airs, when we have 0, 1, okay, and 0 is not mean their voltage is 0. Sometimes they have some threshold, they have some values, okay, and 1 actually they have some. For example, there is 0.1, 0.8. This can be 0.2. Okay, so in this case, because when you're sending the signal in the airs, yes, the signal itself will degrade it. But on the other hand, you might have some noise come in, like interference. Okay, because you are in the open air, like when we chat. Okay, so now if I say you guys ready to chat, and maybe someone will chat with me, but when you guys chat, what you saying actually become the noise to mine, right? So sometimes you will see, the zeros, because this noise come in, it maybe can go up, okay? And also ones, because they are degrading, they actually can become less, okay? So that actually is something, the threshold. So because if the voice low down to the threshold, I will think is the 0, okay? But if the 0, when they actually got the inference, they above this threshold, and the system will understand is 1, okay? So the channel is not reliable like a PEPs. In the PEP, most of the time what you send is what you will receive. But in the wireless, because this sort of interference is something you're adding in, and also itself do the degrading is something actually you become less, is one less, one more, and you can see the signal actually sometimes is quite easier, maybe they get errors. But because we're using 0 and 1 system, we're using the binary, okay, even if it became wrong, you actually, if you know it's wrong, where it's wrong, you actually have 50% you can recover back, right? Because you only have 0 ones, okay? 1 can only be error to 0, and 0 can only be error to 1. So you have less choice, okay? So in this case, the digital technology actually can ensure, even somewhere actually they have errors, because actually is in the binary system, you can actually do the recovery. Okay, it just turn the 0 back to 1 or 1 back to 0. Okay, so that's why you see this probably the most easiest and straightforward way. Okay, but on the other hand, if you think about how our human calculated numbers, we also have decimal, right? Decimal is probably the most easiest for us to understand because we are human. Okay, do you know why we actually have this decimal system? Actually, they're using the 10 numbers, right? So how this come from? Can you guess? Why we have decimal system? Computer is binary. Later on, we will talk about hex. Hexadecimal is about 16. Okay, so why the decimal have 0 to 10s, 0 to 9? Okay, this is called decimal because after 9 you became 1 0. Actually, you start combining these two different factors. Okay, so what can be the reason? Got any ideas? Why we human using who you want? Who you want? Who you want? Can you guys see it? Who you want? It's us. Because in the long time ago, we started using fingers, right? We have 10 fingers, right? We have 5, 5, 10. That's how actually our parents actually started counting system because we have 10 fingers. That's where the decimal system come from. Okay? I heard actually I teach this in another class. The people come from India. They started in their country. They have their own system as well. Okay, so human actually based on their cultures, they have different counting systems. Okay? Like for some countries they use 12, right? And some country actually they probably using 7. Okay, and most of the time we're using 10, right? But this is actually all from our life because it's easy, okay, and people understand. But binary is only for computers, right? So have you guys actually have any chance you you write or you see the hexadecimal. You know what is hexadecimal? The hexadecimal is, okay, we talk about binary. We talk about binary. It's 0 and 1s, right? And then we talk about decimal. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no 10. Because when you have 10, actually they can have combination 1 and zeros. In the computer systems, if you do the programming, or sometimes even I think you guys are networking guys, we're using hexadecimal as well. Have you guys actually had any chance to see the hexadecimal? What hexadecimal means?
Yeah, we've used it in programming.
Yeah, programming actually use that a lot, right? So how this hex system works? David, do you like to share how this hexadecimal system works? How many actually is in the hexadecimal counting system?
So it's just changing the base.
Yeah. So what actually is the base hexadecimal are based on?
So it's base 16 as hex and
yeah, very good.
decimals.
It's 16. Okay. So yeah, thanks, David. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys can see me, but I don't know if you can see me or not. Okay. Now in the hexadecimal, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, and you go 9. And out of that, what will be? Yeah, very good. It's A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? So this actually is a hexadecimal system. So if you look at hexadecimal, they are sitting in the middle between the binaries and decimals. Okay? So what actually is the advantage when using the decimal are fully for human, right? And binary are fully for computers. And people will feel really hard to read binaries. Binaries don't really make sense. Okay? On the other hand, the decimal actually no meaning at all to the machine. Okay? Right? The machine cannot recognize what is 3, what is 4. Unless you're using the binary to represent 3 and 4. Okay? So why we need hexadecimal? Hexadecimal are sitting in the between. So what can be the motivations using hexadecimal? Guys, yes, it's not what you have, but let's start from the very basic, okay? Because later on, I'm going to talk about the IP addressing, and when we even talk about data sending, all these things come up. Have you ever guys think? Will you ever think? Especially David, I think maybe you have I don't know if anyone you have programming background. Have you guys ever imagined why we're using hexadecimal? And I give you guys a hint from the readability. Okay, it's easy for whom to understand. Okay, it's for machine or for human. Okay, and also we can talk about it's the efficiency. Okay, because when you are actually using hexadecimal to represent some values, and all these things are actually will store in the hard disk, right? So which one actually is more efficient? Actually, you put a binary more efficient, or actually hexadecimal can be a little bit more efficient. Okay, it's more. Why is more? Huh? Yes, they are same. Definitely they are same. But why hexadecimal is more efficient than binary? Why? Why? Okay. So is there any pattern? Sorry. The looking for the. I just want to clean this. So anyway, is this actually talking about binaries? I think they should have some. So anyways, what can be the reason we're using hexadecimal? For the online guys, what can be the reason we're using hexadecimal? Not really. It's just a way to. Sorry?
Because most systems are 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit.
Yeah. So the hexadecimal has some advantage. What is that advantage?
So you've got more digits to start off with, because you've got 10 decimals and 6 letters.
Yes. Basically, it's more efficient, right? If you think about when we store the binaries, every bit you put a 1 0 and 1 0. So if you have a, if you store the big files, actually it's very big storage, right? But now if you store the hexadecimal, each bits of hexadecimals, can you follow me here, are equal to 4 bits of binary. Okay. For example, hexadecimal is F. Okay, this actually in the binary is 41. Okay, it's a 50. I think it's so it's 2 3 2 2 2 1 plus 1. So it's 8 4 2 1 0. So it's 12 is 15. Okay, so basically it's 15. Okay, so one hexadecimal can easily transfer to the binaries. It's 4 bits of binaries. Okay, and because hexadecimal they include the decimal, because as David said, although you have a hexadecimal like A, B, C, but don't forget the first part actually is a decimal. So when you're using hexadecimals, it is easier for human to understand. It's much easier, when people look at 0 and 1. So I do think it makes sense for you, right? But when you're using hexadecimal, sometimes you can understand because we have decimal inside. Right? At least if we are talking about numbers 0 and 1, 2, or even 9 or 10, you can easily figure out. Okay. Otherwise, if you write a binary about 10, I think it will take time. Maybe you have to, like what I did. Okay, you have to calculate the values, right? But when you're using hexadecimal, the 10 actually is A. So as a programmer, when you're compiling the code, you got your original code, but before you run the code, there is a very important step we call compiling, right? You basically transfer something human understand to computer understand. But you do not necessarily go to the binary because binary is too not efficient. Okay, but the only good thing of binary is when they're sending on the channels, they are the best, right? Because they only have 2 levels. You see, we mentioned the reason we're using the binary is in the electronic system. When we're sending signals, 0 and 1 are easy. Okay, if something wrong, you can even recover it. If you think about it, you're sending something like 4 levels, that can be confusing, okay? Because if something wrong, which level it should be, okay? And that actually is a larger space. But if you only have 2 choices, now this, it will be this. Now this, it will be that, right? So you have very simple choice. If you see something actually is got arrows, actually the 3rd bit is wrong. Okay, if it's 0, you just change to 1. If it's 1, you just change to 0. Okay, so this basically the binary, the decimal, the hexadecimal are 3 systems. They are there for the different reasons, and hexadecimal are sitting in the window. Okay, they make a machine happy because machine can understand them easily. Each hex can quickly become the 4 bits of binaries. Okay, and also they keep human happy because human, when they read hexadecimals, they can somehow understand as well. Okay, so this is why we're using the 3 systems, but they have different purpose. Okay, And also, I give you guys another example. In the computers, in the digital world, how we to represent color. For example, I want to send the red color, or I want actually using the red color. So what actually in the digital systems, how we represent the colors? You know that? In the digital systems, how we represent the colors, the red, the black, the green, the yellow. Yes, it's send hex value, but also what actually is a tab? What is format? When we represent the colors.
Do you mean like numbers like 0 to 255?
Yes, very good. You see, David said actually it's the 3 parts, right? David, do you mean that?
Yeah. So you've got your red,
3
your green,
parts.
and your
Okay,
blue.
I want to write. Okay. For example, so sorry for this. I try to find something. Oh, yeah, my hand is here. So if I write something like this, it's always possible. Okay. So this value 2550.0. What actually, this is actually using decimals. So what actually color of these values? You can use in ChatGPT. I don't mind. What it is? What color? Oh, you this.
What's the number?
255.0.0. What do you use? Yeah. What command you use?
Just color.
Color.
Yeah.
Oh no, no. Anyway, maybe color has this content. I don't think it works. I open door for you. Oh, it's okay. Actually, sorry, I've been checking for search. I now you back. Okay. Hi guys. If you can use in ChatGPT, okay? I said in my class you are freely using ChatGPT. So what is 255.0.0? Which color? Yes, very good.
Red.
It's red. Yes. Yeah. So why are we using these 3 bits, 3 parts?
Because the 3 colors together, the absence of them is black and all of them is white, and they cover all the colors in between.
Okay, you know that actually the 3, how to say it, is original colors.
Primary colors.
The RGB. Well, we talk about RGB, right? Okay. So if you are the painters, if you are painting something, later on, if you want some color you really want to DIY, okay, and you go to the shop, you tell them, because each value, I don't know if this order is right or wrong, but basically these are the 3 original colors, RGB, okay, whatever. So basically the value here are showing the density of this color. Okay, so when you have different densities or different value for these 3 colors, when you combine together, they actually generate new colors. Because there is something like, if you learn the arts, you know all the colors are coming from these 3 basic or principal. Is white, it's green, and RGB, blue, is it? Yeah, RGB. Okay, so 3. So when you put the different density values, and you will see the color can be different. Okay, so but when we talk about in the hex systems, okay, for example, if you're using the HTML, actually you can easily put something like F 00. Okay, so the FF actually is 2.5. Okay, so you see the hexadecimal are very convenient. Okay, is somehow especially is feel right by the programmers. Okay, because binary is so hard to understand. Okay, so makes sense. So people find something in the middle. Decimal is good, but machine totally don't understand. Okay, so that's why they find something in the middle. Hexadecimal, human can see it, can understand it because we know the 10 decimals. Okay, computer can know it because every bit of hexadecimals are just mapping to 4 bits of binary. Okay? So this mapping is very clear. So that's why we're using this phrase to using this hex. Okay, it's bring a lot of advantage. And then I think that what I want to say is I want to tell you guys what I actually want to do the communications, networkings. What I actually are really studying is all this 01. So it's good to know what is their physical format. Okay, it's not actually if I say hello, how are you guys? As a human, you understand. Okay, but if you got a machine there, I send a message, hello. Actually, this message will be separated, will be split. Okay, it will be transformed to the old 01s. Okay, and only 01 can send to the channel. This is why we talk about. I talk about digitals. We talk about 0 and 1. Okay, actually they are not efficient, but we don't have better ways. Okay, because they can easily implantable. It make happening. Okay, and now have you guys heard of this new technologies called quantum computing? Right? They call it quantum computing, and actually it's not like binary. Binary we have 2, right? I think for the quantum actually is called qubits. Okay, I think qubits is probably they have how many? You have all the possibilities. For binary, you only have 0 and 1, right? The 2 choice. But when you have this qubits, okay, and they actually can represent more. I just forgot, what exactly the qubits, but the qubits actually efficient. So when you're sending 1 bit, actually they can representing more. Okay, so this is why the hexadecimal is very important. I want to get a little bit idea from that. Okay. I think we will talk about transformation. We will talk about progression equations. Although actually it's really hard to know what's happening when the values are sending through the signals, and probably the easiest way you know is if the signal is a small one. But how we do this one? Okay, basically we actually can observe how the signal is degraded in channels. Okay? That's why we talk about this as propagation modeling. Okay? Propagation means when the signals go through the air, they will become light, But mathematicians, they actually figure out a model or equations to represent or to interpret this. Okay? And this is something actually why we can actually have propagation models. So many people say, hey, why you observe this? Why we need a propagation model? Okay? Propagation models are very important. Very design that. If we set up some values, pounds, okay, or even you really want to know how big size it can cover. Okay? That actually is very useful for the network. Especially, I think last week we mentioned the cellular. We talked about the cellular networks. Okay, because if you look at how the cellular is formed, it's quite like the bee. Okay, the bee's house. Okay, it's quite like if you look at the cellulars. If you look at the coverage, it's something like that. You put something here. Okay, this actually will be the coverage. Okay, and it's quite like cell. Okay, it's quite like cell. So that's why we call it cellular communication. So basically, this is a little bit like a harmonic, but it's not exactly follow that. So basically, you can using these to do the replanning because when you have this one cell, you can have another cell. Okay, so you can keep building the cells. Okay, but when you actually allocate the frequency, because basically when we have various communications, everything from the frequency, right? So when you allocate frequencies, this should be not close enough. Okay, What that means, okay? For example, let's chatting. When we're chatting, you know, if someone speak Japanese, speak Chinese, all of us don't understand. Do you think actually it will influence a lot? You know, we are actually using class, we are chatting, okay, of class. We are chatting something like movies, okay, like the recent event. And now someone actually speak Chinese very loud, said us. Do you think actually he will influence us? Definitely he will annoy us. No. Definitely he will annoy us, okay, because basically it's too loud, right? But my question is, do you think actually what he say will actually degrade what you actually the conversation here? Do you think so? Do you think actually if someone speak Japanese, we speak Chinese, we speak English, we're chatting, we don't understand Japanese at all, right? So do you think when someone speak Japanese, they will influence our conversations? They will make you, what? What do you say? Do actually this will make us do that way? Is it?
Interference for sure.
Yeah, it's influence for sure, but because they are not using your language, for you it's just some like noise, right? And the only challenge is we speak Chinese, we are chatting. Someone actually speak Chinese, we are speaking English. Someone speak English as well. That is the hardest time, right? Because basically you understand what he's saying, right? So if you understand the noise, it's really interference, okay? But if you don't understand, it's just extra noise, okay? And even it can be very louder, but to you, it's just some extra noise, okay? The challenge is you don't really want someone to speak English are chatting around us because that will really influence our thinking, okay? So this is why, you know, when we have cellulars, basically, you know, the whole network is covered by this. So you can keep actually develop cellulars, the cellulars, okay? The only constraint when you give the resources, you don't allow the neighbor frequencies in these neighboring cells, okay? Because it's quite possible its frequency will influence others' frequencies, okay? Because they actually are near to each other, okay? So this is why, you know, this is something I want to highlight here, okay? And also we will talk about the channel capacities, we will talk about transmission models, and even we will talk about multiplexing. So if you look at, so what we are looking now is the textbook, okay? We look at the content. And for this paper, we roughly follow the logic flows of this textbook, okay? Because they are very standard textbook, it's very meaningful, okay? They give us a lot of information. And then we probably talk about a little bit more about protocols, how you set up wireless networks, okay? What can be the advantage, what can be the disadvantage. And also you remember I mentioned wireless network are quite different from the what I mean is like the mobile, okay? When you go outside, this 4G, 5G networks is quite different what we use Wi-Fi. Okay? They are totally different. So that's why you see, after these general things, we start talking about wireless communications, and this is basically, you see there is so many terms there, but basically is under, how to say, is basically, I want to say is, this is wireless. Yeah, so basically they are two different. Mobile is mobile, Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. Okay, this is something later on we will bring more details. Okay? And also we will talk about a little bit of coverage. So what do you want to, if you look at the orders of textbooks, the content, I want to give you guys a big picture what we will talk about. Okay, we will not actually repeat again the network protocols you have learned. We especially focus on those actually the wireless related, the propagations you never heard probably in the past when you have where, right? And coverage. Okay, in the cable, you don't need to think about camera. But in the wireless, you have, because when the wireless is sending through the air, like what I speak now, actually my voice is not to you, right? My voice actually come to the blackboard, they will reflection to you. And also sometimes my voice just over my head and you can hear. Okay? So in the wireless network, the receiver can receive many signals. Okay? Sometimes they even repeat it. Okay? So in the all these actually are quite wireless based challenge. So in this paper, we will more focus on the wireless challenge. What actually are unique to wireless? Okay, so this is actually what the paper about. And also, I don't think we have time to talk about the wireless systems, but I want you guys to have the imagination is basically the wireless network and system. Sometimes they have really over. Okay, when we talk about network, we more focus on the connectivity side. Okay, but when we talk about the wire networks, is actually is more like cables. Okay, so this is the difference. And also probably in the wireless, because we're using the air, is a frequency. Okay, the frequency is something we cannot see, but actually is really resources. Okay, so operators, for example, if they want to run they usually need to buy the frequency. Okay? The frequency actually is the treasure of your nation. Okay? So if the people are who using the wireless, for example, like Spark, like Vodafone, they all need to pay money to the government to allocate the frequency for them. Okay? Otherwise, they cannot use it. But for some frequency, for example, like your like something you got a remote controller, right? Actually, they're using a frequency, and also like your garage door. When you actually drive, you don't want to actually get on the car, open the door. You have to do all these things, right? You're just using the wireless, right? So, but for these sort of technologies, they are working on a frequency is free, is industry free. Okay, like your mortgage controller, your TV controller, actually that part of frequency is free to the residential. Otherwise, whatever frequency you use, the satellite can use, the big network can use, you all need to pay money. Okay, so this is very important because frequency actually is treasures. I don't think actually we will talk about coding because this is actually you guys crazy. Okay, but also you see there is error control. Okay, the reason we can have error control is the signal are very simple, straightforward, 0 and 1. Okay, so sometimes we do have the mechanisms can tell you something wrong during when this message is sending through. Okay, and even if they tell you where is the position, based on the connections about these messages, you can quickly figure out, if this is something you can control or not. Okay, so this is very important. But we will probably ignore this coding side because that actually is quite physical. Okay, it's really scary. On the other hand, we will also talk about the wireless LAN technology, the WLAN, okay, like Wi-Fi. What's the name come from? Okay, why we call it is Wi-Fi? Do you know why we call it is Wi-Fi? It's wireless what? Yeah, fidelity. Okay, and also there is standard. Okay, it's IEEE 802.11. Okay, probably you heard this very often. 802.11 is about line. Okay, and then you can have 802.11.11, 12, 3.1. It's all about different versions of the physical layer. Okay, so this is something also we will cover the wireless and Bluetooth. If you like, we can quickly mention. The Bluetooth is very convenient, right? So you can have a Bluetooth earphone, you can have the keyboards, but they have also their limitations. Okay, from control point of view, I think one Bluetooth pond can probably at most to control 7 devices. You cannot over that. Okay, so this is the limitations of this technology. So this is something actually we will quickly cover. Okay. And even we talk about mobile applications. Okay, for example, like Uber, okay, like Airbnb. Probably the Uber is the best exemplary application. Because I think what I love Uber is I want to go somewhere, I just put the most beautiful is after I put drivers. I can see the driver is coming, they give me real time information, but sometimes maybe they don't. Okay, but most of the time they should. When they give this, you know when actually they come. Okay, and you can ready yourself. Okay, so a location service is probably quite significant when we're using wireless. Okay, but on the other hand, it's good if you are really helpful, you want to release your location knowledge to others. Okay, and this is something you should. Location in one side is really other decisions, but on the other hand, it's connecting and people know where are you. Okay, so if you don't want, that's fine. Okay, if you want, that can be. I think actually we will cover several wireless technologies. Okay, so you guys can have a better understanding the way we design the wireless. We can have different how we make decisions. Okay, what actually is important, especially for the years, the most important is the performance. Okay, you really want your network have a high throughput, low delay, and this is something you. So I believe the textbook actually give a much details than the slides. The slides probably give you the simulation. Okay, so probably we talk about a lot about this sort of like housework. About how the I think I mentioned that it's 2020, it's 2060, right? I think I mentioned in the handout. How we do the first one is a paper reflection. It's about readings. The second one is a teamwork. Okay, you probably need to draw the coverage, various coverage map. Okay, the third one actually is, I think, is also some practical about like Verisharp. Okay, because actually, from the very beginnings, we already started using them. Okay, so Verisharp is very powerful tools to help you to understand the technology we learned in the various domains, and also it functions monitoring what's happening. Okay, so this is something we will cover. But before we go to these details, I think I'd like to give you guys a view. Okay, have you guys heard AI pin? AI pin, PIN? No? Oh, you guys are nice. You should most no people hear AI people by pronunciation. Is AI? Is AI artificial intelligence? Is a new generation form. No? AI pin. I think it's I think I'm using they call big capitals and small one. David, have you heard of AI pin?
Oh, sorry. What was that? Sorry.
The new generation of telephone, as they call it, AI pin.
No, but so I know we're shutting down 3G, so we're going 4G, 5G.
Okay. Okay, I show you guys. Okay, so for online ones, if you go to the team, I think probably I will show my video here with them. I don't think actually is probably good quality if you look at the video. Actually, what we share here. Okay, so I put a link in the Teams. I think you can look at this YouTube. Okay, so I can show them the YouTube here. Okay, but if you want to look at our screen, it's no problem. I just think maybe there is a long delay because this is videos. Okay, so for guys, I want you guys to actually really pay attention about this, probably the most advanced technologies. Okay, it's very cool phones, no screens. Okay, I want you guys see why this technology is cool. Okay, and also, I think basically a lady demonstrate how this airplane works. Okay, but I want you guys to actually try to catch what technologies are used. It's very small box, but they're using a lot of technologies. Definitely, they including us, the networking. Okay, but also they're using other technology. It's very cool. I want you guys pay attention. Okay, so for the online guys, you know, if you like, you can look at the local one. Okay, so you don't need to actually look at the screen we want. But if you want, I can share as well. Basically, but I think is I want to share it to the yeah. Is YouTube. Oh, this one is YouTube. Okay, so I will start sharing. Okay. If you think about online is very slow, you can click a link to look at it from your side. So basically, the manufacturer they call themselves a human. Okay, I don't know what it means, but maybe quite a human. Yeah, it is very human. When you see the new generation when they use the phone, they're using hands. Okay, they're using motion, they're using gestures. It's very human. Okay, it's not like robotic. We sit here, we look at screen. Okay, we are supposed to do it. Okay, and you can see it's very cool. As you can see. Which is a new kind of computer.
This is what you're wearing here. So essentially, this is a square with a touch pad. Is that right? So how is this?
So it is a computer that you interact with primarily through your voice. You can also use touch on the touchpad for gestures. And the whole idea is that it allows you to stay connected. So it is a with you in person. Something that's really important. You want to live more in.
What sorts of things actually can you do?
So the first thing is that it can be really helpful. So take today as an example. I want to know how much is 50 euros in US.
So you see the first thing actually the function they use is the lady actually talk to the phone. Okay, and he's not actually using the phone as a relay. Hey, can you call just calling William? Basically, he asks a question to the phone. Yeah, let's see what the phone says. Okay. So can you guys how this works? How this works? This function. How it works? When I ask the phone, like the rate, the exchange rate, right? And the phone wait for a while, and the phone tell you what actually is the exchange rate you want. So how this can happen? Yes, very good. It's the first thing is you know the machine don't recognize your voice. Okay, the machine is very stupid. Okay, but later you think, oh why? You know the machine can understand me. No machine can understand you. Okay, actually the first thing is a voice change to the text. Okay, the machine even don't know the text, the machine only knows the binary. But anyway, so basically, if you have text, the current machine, I mean the most advanced machines, basically can recognize text, right? And when they recognize text, they actually can get them to the binary, and they can keep finding the meanings. Okay. So, what's the answer come from? What's the answer come from? AI. Hey, how many of you guys play ChatGPT? No? Oh my god! Oh my god! You don't play ChatGPT? ChatGPT. You play or not? Not much. Really? Why? Just don't know or just don't know?
Not knowing.
Okay, I really want you guys to play ChatGPT from today. Okay, maybe later on we have a little bit of time. I want you, every of you, to register a ChatGPT account, usually you can use your Google, Gmail, email, whatever. Okay, you can try them. Okay, and I want you guys to try ChatGPT. Okay, please. It can really increase your productivity. But what you should be aware is, if you want to submit some assessment are really heavily based on writing, try not to use ChatGPT. Okay, because the model, the canvas actually has systems for detecting. If you're using the ChatGPT writing a whole project, actually we can figure out. Okay, but I want you guys using ChatGPT to inspire your ideas. Okay, because sometimes if you know ideas, or sometimes the English is not your first language, you see some question you really don't understand what they are asking. I want you guys to actually please use ChatGPT to help you. Okay, the ChatGPT can be a very strong study learning tool. Okay, but you should really try it. Later on, I give you guys a little bit of time to register it. And the beauty, sorry for the interrupt. Is my first time heard GPT, I think what it is. What is in my mind? ChatGPT, Google's combined content, right? But actually they are not. Okay, they're using the real data to training these models. Okay, the model can understand, the relationship between the language. For example, if I say I am, okay, and actually because you're using this training data, training the machines, the machine actually got a feeling after I am, it should be something real. Okay, you can, because basically they can figure out the relationship between the words. Okay, so if you ask them questions, they can really generate new content. Okay, but maybe it's not right, but the content is really generated from the ChatGPT because they actually can predict what is next word. They can keep predict. Okay, so they can build a very long answers, and you probably not find this answer in the other place. Okay? So this is amazing of the ChatGPT. I want you guys, but because if you're using ChatGPT, you ask ChatGPT, hey, what is the nearest MIT Manila campus? Then you see, you put all these questions, and you will see the question really answer really come out. Okay, and most of the time the answer is right. Okay, so it's very amazing tools. I want you guys to try.
You can ask it. But you also here in Barcelona.
That actually is another function. Have you guys got what function they have? The lady actually not speak English. I don't know what actually I don't know language. Okay, it's other countries' language. So what ChatGPT? No. What actually is the AI pin to figure out? And that is
which language it is.
Yes, which language? Yes. Actually, these machines, AI pin, are all for the language detecting service. Okay, for example, like now, if you're using the Google Translator, okay, you open your web page, you have a Google Translator. Actually, you will see they have the self-detecting, right? And in the left, the right is always you can select, but in the left, you actually can ask these online tools to detect what language it will be. Maybe sometimes that is quite possible. Okay, you want to take some word to come back, but actually it's not there. Okay, but for this AI pin, actually they're using the large language models. It's like a ChatGPT server. Okay, so when you raise questions, based on your questions, they actually can generate new answers. Okay, so this is why ChatGPT is amazing. And 3.5 is totally free. If you want to use in expensive one, like $4 every month, whatever you can do, but I don't suggest you can do it. Okay? The 3.5 is good enough, or you can use in the Copilot. The Microsoft Edge already have ChatGPT. So you should play. Have you played? Okay, now let's do it. Let's do it. You open your video, open your web page, click on the edge. Okay, and in the left in the right corner, you see a logo. It's like the rainbow. Okay, I don't know, it's a circle. That actually is it's another word. It's a Copilot. The Copilot actually is a for the online guys, you guys can try it. Have you used ChatGPT before? It's there. It's sorry. In the right side, you see the left, right? Right corner. They call it Copilot app. It's called Copilot. Yes. Click it. It have a very nice windows waiting your questions. You can ask any questions. Okay, they actually get the answer for you. So I hope online guys, I want you guys to actually open the ChatGPT if you have a ChatGPT 3.5. Otherwise, you open the Microsoft Edge. Okay, I can show you guys, and we have a little bit of access on ChatGPT because I assume you guys all know this. That scares me. You guys are from IT, you should know this. Okay, this is really a big shaking for the IT area. So what I want to do is, yeah, I want to show you guys this. Okay. So it's good. Okay, it's here. So and where is the Teams? Here is the share window, team share. Can you see that? I think it should be this one. Where is chat? It's $300. It should be this one. The what? What's wrong with my? Why it became this? It's still loading. Okay, it's just slow. Can you open it? Yeah, you can answer the question. You see what answers. The Copilot. You open the Microsoft Edge. In the right side, there is Copilot. You open the Copilot. Actually, you can ask questions. Even you can trace how they answer your questions. They are talking about the noise. They are talking about efficient, accurate, something. Okay? Yes, that's good. I really use that before. No? So many answers. Yes. Yes. You can ask whatever questions to the ChatGPT. Actually, the ChatGPT is behind the Copilot. Okay? And they can generate the answer for you, and some of them are really right. Okay, and then even you can actually influence them to generate more accurate answers. Yes, have you tried? Mm-hmm. Yep, you tried. So how about we have a rest, because I think it's nearly 1 hour. Okay, we take a 10 minutes refreshment, and then we come back. Okay. Also for the online guys, you can do a little bit of stretch, So here, you can play with Copilot. Otherwise, you can do a little bit refresh. Okay, or maybe 50 minutes. Let's have 50-minute refresh. Okay, and then in the second session, we just take a little bit longer, and then I give you guys some practical work, and maybe we have finished class a little bit earlier as well. Okay, I know there's a 3 hours in the evening is a little bit challenge. Okay, yep. So 50 minutes, we come back. Okay, for the online guys, you can take a rest as well. Okay. Basically, we play with the Copilot, ChatGPT, okay, because they are most advanced technologies. Just stop recording. Yep. Okay, I see you guys in 50 minutes. Okay. Take a fresh. I hope they still have coffee. come back. I just got a little bit confident. I think I need to make myself awake. Yeah, I probably start recording again. Start recording. Okay. So let's finish this video first. Okay. So basically, where it is. Hey, my videos. I got a new one. So it's very cool. I think I will show you the most cool part. I just want to explain what actually the key technology there, but I think it will be very cool stuff. And also it's very cheap. It's only it's not something about Dream. It's only $600 US, and every month they have $20, $30 something as a subscription, as your monthly plan. Okay, I think we already come here. Okay, I also need to share the window. Just 1 minute. Where is this something is share, and yep. So let's finish this. I hope we're on the same page. Okay, I just finished these videos.
Speak and understand.
Another one, I want you guys to pay attention. Okay, sorry. I don't want to miss this part. My God. So, besides, if I'm in Tokyo, the machine will aware I'm in Tokyo, and probably he will start Japanese mode, right? But my question to you guys is, how the machine knows I'm in Tokyo, or how the system knows the machine is in Tokyo? Yes, but when we connect to the network, what actually can tell the network where are we? Very good. Sorry, David?
Oh, I was going to say, you're talking about GPS and that sort of stuff.
Not exactly GPS, because basically, when you open your phone, the networks, the systems,
they can triangulate you.
Yeah, definitely they can recognize, your locations, but I don't think actually is from GPS.
So yeah, it's triangulation through 3 towers or more.
Yes, but what actually tell the system you are in Japan now?
The cell sites and the carriers, they can triangulate you.
Carriers, yeah, I think so, because basically, if you want to using their systems, the system know you're actually using them, right? So basically, okay, that could be a good answer. This is from David's point of view. And so, sorry, what's your name? Clegg. Okay, Clay. Okay. So basically, Clay, right? Yeah. Clay actually talk about IP. IP is very important as well. Okay, because when you have IP, I think later on when we talk about the IP subnetting, the IP address, the network ID, actually can tell the system where are you. Because most of the time, when you move to a country, you know, when you want to connect the network, they give you a template because basically you are actually visiting others. Okay, but if you whenever you want to talk to the internet, connect to the internet, you need an IP address. So basically, like David said, maybe from the carrier. Okay, when you open and you actually can roaming. Okay, you can roam to. I mean, roaming it means you can from one country to another. Okay? So, but when you connect to the internet, you got an IP address, and the IP address can tell this is from Japan. And then the system recognize, it's from Japan. Okay, probably I need to switch on the Japanese mode. On the other hand, I think I don't know if you guys you have Facebook, okay, and even you have Gmail. You know, sometimes most of the time you log in from New Zealand, right? But if one day you go to Australia, or sometime if you go to Asia, you want to open again, and you can see there is an alert message will pop up saying, actually, you know, there is abnormal visit, okay? Because most of the time the system know the IP address you are in New Zealand, and now they see you in Australia, or now they see you in China, okay? The system will suspect, say, hey, are you the right user, or actually is a hacker? So that's why they start give you alerting. They say, oh, is this you? Okay. So they're using this way, and also at the same time they will inform the owners, usually through the mobile phone or through the emails. Okay. So this actually is a location aware service. In the various networks, in the various applications, there is a lot location aware because wireless is about you moving around, okay? And your location sometimes really matters. Okay, it really matters for the communication. So usually the system know where are you, okay? And even they can know exactly where are you because you know when you have base stations, I think David mentioned, the other people maybe know this idea is when you're using the outside mobile networks, you know the 3 base stations can actually locate where are you. You know that actually the 3-way you can be located through the 3 points, right? And it can be very specific. Okay, and maybe there is a little bit, you know, missing, but most of the time they are very, very accurate. Okay. Ooh, that was it.
Even this has got lasers built in it, and that is a big part of the function.
You see this cool? Okay, this is very cool. They're using the laser. And the reason I really love it, I think the screen causes a lot of healthy problem, right? You know, if you know usually we have screens, and yeah, it's very clear, it's easy, convenient. But have you aware a lot of health problems are caused by the screen? Okay, for example, it makes you long sitting behind the screen, and some people are like, especially like young generations, they are addicted on the games. Okay, yeah, it's for fun, no problem. But if you're too over, you're hurting yourself physical because actually they want to play the game. I have my flatmate is young boy, is probably still in the holiday. You can see he started play the games, the fighting games, killing games from the middle night till sometimes it's 5 a.m. because I get up. I'm early bird, I really get up. I think he's still playing. And then the 6 o'clock he get to sleep. Okay. The next day maybe afternoon he get up. But anyways, on the holiday is fun. But I want to say it's really damaging your health because the game is very addictive. Okay. On the other hand, because the big screen, you know, sometimes they have very nice screens. Okay. It looks very real, it's very attractive, but it's also make you addicted. Okay, it's not necessarily games. You say, hey, William, I don't play games, but maybe addicted on movies, addicted on some other things. And even you think about the most, probably the interest like TikTok, okay, like Instagram. Okay, you see, sometimes they are looks very smart. For example, if I'm looking for some funny romantic movies or funny movies, not funny romantic, it's just funny movies. Okay, and especially maybe I interest on some those actors. Okay. After a couple of searching, next time when you open the Instagram, you see they actually give you a lot of related. Are you guys aware of that? Like YouTube and Instagram. I don't know if you guys using TikTok or not. You know, basically, you found when you're using them for some things you like, you just have a look. And later on, they will keep pushing the related, similar ones to you. You know, in one side, you can say, oh, it's not, you know, this is exactly what I want, right? I really want this. I never imagined, oh, this is another related TV program like this. But how about on another side? On another side, it means your behavior addicting, your preference. Okay, because when you access in the internet, what do you access? Because usually all this video, picture, whatever, they have a tag. The tag actually indicates what the classification, okay, what the movies, or even okay, and also they will record how long you stay on these videos. Okay, the longer you stay, it means what? Huh? You like it. Well, actually, you're sleeping. You forgot to close. Okay, sometimes I do that. But anyway, if you keep looking, it means you're interested, right? So from the measure how long you look at some videos, and they can actually deduct, yes, this guy like this video. But then you can say, like I said, you're sleepy and you forgot to close. Okay, but that's another story. So the system actually from all this, your fingerprint. Can I see your fingerprint? Okay, or your footprint in the digital world, they actually start guessing your preferences. That's actually a legal scale. Okay, they know you. Okay, sometimes you know it's but never connect. Okay, so this is, but all this is based on our networking technologies. Okay, because if no connections, how you can connect? Okay, and even now we talk about network intelligence. Okay, it's basically we not just talk about the intelligence of the computing. We also talk about when some nodes actually they form a network and they can do things together. There is some intelligence that come out. That's why we call it network intelligence. Okay, so this is another one. Let's see this. Oh. She is very cool.
With your voice, raise your hand and finish it.
Because now you want to attach one rather than this. So when you see on your hand there, if you just ask that the answer onto your hand.
Let's see an example. So, Japanese. Or make it sound like something
see, I don't know if you guys are actually aware of this. You really understand what he's saying. Okay, he's saying, now because actually they have the ChatGPT API, they actually connect to the ChatGPT. And the very interesting of ChatGPT is, for example, you say, hey, I want to write emails to William, okay? And about maybe this union can come, just, apologize, whatever, can write, okay? And then it can draft one, okay? And then the machine can ask you, okay? And basically, so when you heard, you think, it's not that strong, you really should give a very strong evidence, okay, to convince others the reason you cannot come, okay? So you tell the systems what actually the tones or the highlight you want, and then the system will rewrite the whole draft, follow your instructions. And this is, we call it is, it's like, they call it is prompt engineering, PROMPT. Okay, so basically you drive the answers because you need to understand. So that's the reason, in the various networks, I'm talking about something about AI. You say, hey, you come here for next, but now you can see this networking technology are strongly tied in with this AI data technologies. Okay, so you see this phone, okay, is already totally changed the traditional ideas about what is the phone. Okay, now the phone only actually is the interface. Okay, you can actually connect to the internet. You can ask internet questions, and then they can answer you with a very friendly GUI. Okay, it's not like Google. Google is okay. You have to put keywords. You can find several hundreds of articles. At the end of the day, you have to read them. You have to get the answer, right? So this is how the Google works. But for ChatGPT, because they're already using this existing public data, training the models, so when you ask questions, it will automatically generate the answers. Okay, and when you're using ChatGPT, it's very tricky. Is you should learn how to ask questions. Okay, a lot of people don't know. They ask very general questions, so the ChatGPT can only give the general answers. Okay, so if you ask very specific questions, you are driving ChatGPT going the way you want. Okay, but if you look at ChatGPT, all these large language models are trained by the huge of public data. Okay, so he knows actually what the flavors or what the flavors of a letter. Okay, so all these things are very important. So that's why I really want you guys. Yes, we're learning various networks, but you can see the intelligence already come to the end devices, and this actually is really challenging because when we talk about large language model like ChatGPTs, if you look at the parameters they can change, it's already a lot. It's like billion. Okay, if you look at ChatGPT parameters, they are talking about billions. It's no big numbers. Okay, so that can be, if you run this on the servers, yes, it definitely can run, but it can be very slow, right? So now actually we are talking about distributed technology. You're not necessary to get this large model in the cloud. You can put this large language models as small pieces to the distributed devices. Okay, in the cloud, okay, like a server, they're training this big data, using the big data training the models, and then they can set parameters to each hierarchy, like edge devices, okay, and they can actually all these ideas that also you want. Okay, so you see, these ways, this hierarchy are really free some resources. Okay, so this is why it's became hot. Okay, and also you make a awareness just a small part, and there's so many intelligence suddenly is connected. Otherwise, I don't think actually this device can do that. Okay, so this is very important. So the beauty of the internet. Oh, sorry, I come back.
showing on display.
So is this a standalone device?
Yeah, it's totally standalone. You don't need a So,
So this is available for sale in the US, is that right?
yeah, now in the US, you need $6.99 with the subscription. That's 20.
Stand for you, doesn't it? Okay.
You also you can
Yeah, the-
base like first range. Much usage of
Is next.
so for us, you know, so the you're gonna wait.
Hi guys, sorry, I think it's my power is gone. So you see, it's very important. You know what, the network need power, right? But I think actually the computer should tell me, you know, actually my power is gone. Okay, so I just restart. So sorry for that. So anyway, so any questions so far? You know what I want to share with you guys is I really want you guys to see what are the most frontier wireless technology are used. Okay, you see when we're using wireless technologies, most of the time we talk about phone call, we talk about connect to the internet, but now that small box actually is really like a hub, right? They can actually make a phone call. You just talk to them. You don't even need to dial. Okay, but it's your friends email, your friends contact number to be in the system, or you can just one number, 02186 something, and then they can recognize voice and they can dial up. Okay, and also I really love that cool about this laser part. Okay, because you know, I believe this is quite human. based. Okay, because I teach a boy programming, I can see the boy actually has an Apple Watch. He feel very cool. Sometimes when he feel tired, okay, about programming, he just look at his watch. There is some weather, there is some funny things. So what he do? He just play his hands. I think actually this is quite a good one. Okay, rather than you just look at the screens. Okay, so this is I think is very good. I believe maybe in the future we don't really need screens. The screen actually is really damage a lot of things. Okay, but now you can actually put on the whiteboard or whatever there is the free space you can actually project there. But maybe I don't know how the power can support, how long they can support, because they need a lot of power. Okay, but I don't think actually this small machine they have a big battery. Okay, so probably it's quite a good show, but it's already on the way. It's not drained. Okay, before we say, it's drained, but now you see the product, $600 with some monthly subscription fee is quite reasonable. Okay, so this is something I really want you guys to feel. It's really amazing technologies. Here, basically, I like to take a little while, quickly go through some slides about this textbook, because the slides I use is associated with textbooks. That's why I said the textbook is very good. Okay, it gives very details. Okay, if I really want you guys to read the textbook. Okay, like for example, like today you read chapter 1, you can quickly go through. It give you a very brief but systematic views about the various development. Okay, how they start, how they evolve, and what is current now. But because the textbook is a little bit old, so you'll see it's probably the most frontier technology there is probably 3G something. You'll probably not see the 5G. Okay, because at that time probably not even people talk about 5Gs. Okay, so I just want you guys to look at slides. I think I will put the slides on the Teams as well. Okay, just yeah. So where is my slides? So I can do the. This is something. Okay. So it cannot move. What's wrong? No. Okay, so where's my slides? What? Sorry guys, I just try to get the right slide. Yep, this is the slides we use. So basically, this is the slides provided by the authors. But if you look at textbook, that probably with more rich content, okay, from the current one. So I just quickly go through what actually he did. So in the chapter 1, he basically talking about the various time of age. Okay, it's really starts from Julio Marconi. Yeah, this guy actually is a very person in the various technologies. Okay? Because Tony is inventing the telegraph. The telegraph is happening a very simple. Can you remember how to say? When I was young, I'm nearly 50 now. When I was young, if we want to send some message to the friends in the city, we don't have phone. We cannot call. Letter is too slow. So what we do is we go to the agent. They actually are companies. They tomorrow I go to play lunch. I'm joking, if it's a city, it's quite far away. But basically, you need a very brief message because they charge you by the letters. Okay, how many words you put, they really charge you by words. I think you guys are lucky. Okay, I was born, the internet already there. By the time I was born, we don't have the internet. Okay, but later on when we have internet, it became more and more. But that time, if you want to send a message to friends or to relatives in another city, you have to go to the telegraph. Okay, so Marconi actually invented various telegraph in the 1896. It's communication by encoding the alpha characters in the analog signals. The send telegraph signals across Atlantic oceans. Okay, so this is the first time we send something wirelessly and also far away. Okay, so that's why it's very significant. It's the beginning of the wireless or mobile communications. Okay, so this is the first one. So Marconi actually in the IEEE ComSoc, it's IEEE is American organizations about electronic engineer. Okay, so it's a big social club. Okay, they have industry, they have academics, not just social club. They're actually making standard. That's why in your mobile, in your laptop, you got IEEE 80211. Okay, so basically, it's this institute that made this 80211 standard. That standard is for the wireless LAN, WLAN. Okay, so this is how significant of this. The communication satellites are launched in 1966. Okay, you remember, Americans go to the moon. Okay, it's a put flag on there, and also, the communication satellite. Okay, it's talking about, somewhere really far away from us, and are launched in the 1960s. The ones in the very like the radio, cell phones, mobile data, communication satellites. So this is, you can see more and more new service. Okay, so basically depending on how much bandwidth you have, you actually put your signal there. So you should really remember when we talk about wireless, we don't have where. So our signals actually go through the air. Okay, we need frequencies, and that's why our signal can actually modulate on this frequency. That's why you heard 3G, 4G. Sometimes they say that 3G, 4G is one generation. The third generation 3G, the fourth generation of 4G. Okay, but sometimes there is saying, they have something. Okay? So, and more recently, we have various networking, we have cellular, we have mobile apps, we have internet. Okay? So, what actually is mobile apps? I think every day we use it, right? I don't know how many of you guys take a bath. I take a bath. Okay, I'm so lazy. I don't want to activate in the bath. So what I do is actually I download the AT app. Okay, from the AT app, it can help me do the planning, the journey planning. I think it's good. But on the other hand, a more important one, they have the real board broadcasting. Can you use that? So basically, if I know the bus stop beside my flight, okay, actually I can put that stop number there. I can see when the car will come. Okay, so if I want to go out, there is a car just 1 minute to arrive. There's no sense for me to chasing it, right? But also, the bus, between the bus, they have 15 minutes or 10 minutes waiting. I don't want to actually wait 10 minutes. So what I do is usually I can look at this AT apps. I put the bus stop numbers. I can show you. I think you can see it. I think it's, but how many of you guys use it? The AT, yeah, you use it. That's good. You use it, so you know that, right? So for those actually you don't know, I can quickly show you. Okay. So this actually is an AT mobile. It's an app. The app can help you to do the planning journeys, and also they have map. Especially they have a function. You can put the stop number there. Okay, so when you put stop number, you can see the for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Okay, so basically you can see all the car, all the bus when they will come. Okay, and sometimes if they are 5 minutes, so in this case I can have an easy walking. Okay, 10 minutes I can have very slow walking. Okay, I can really enjoy the morning. 4 minutes I need to rush a little bit. Okay, 1 minute, but I don't walk. Okay, I just wait the next one. So actually, it gives me a lot of convenience, but it's based on it's really on time. I mean, the information is very accurate. Okay, so sometimes that's why I'm a little bit pissed off our AP. Sometimes actually they put wrong information. I see the bus is coming in 2 minutes. Yes, 2 minutes. And when I arrive there, it's like, still 2 minutes. So it's still 2 minutes. Okay. And after 5 minutes, it's still 2 minutes. Okay. It's musical. Okay. So it means something wrong there. Okay. The system is wrong there. The whole information of the bus schedule system is wrong. Okay. And sometimes even you use Google Map is much accurate than the system itself. But anyway, you see, there is a lot of app available, and one reason behind that is the mobile phone, the penetrate is much larger than the PCs. Okay, the reason I want you guys to think how many PC you have now. I think probably what PC? No, I can tell you the past, right? The PC I'm talking about the big box. Like what do you use now here? Here's the box. They have CPU, and they have big screen. Okay, I think probably now last family they have that. They think, it's too big. Okay, they want to use laptop. Laptop is easy. You can hold the laptop more around, right? But what I can suggest you is if you have keys in the future, it's good you can have this sort of fixed PC. Okay, because that is really making someone can be patient there, focus on something. And also, they will not play a lot of games. Okay, because when you face this PCs is a little bit boring. Okay, so after some time they can do something else. Okay, so this is good. Rather you take a mobile, things are move around. Okay, but on the other hand, the reason I want to highlight mobile is the mobile phone, the penetration. It means the average people have the mobile phone are very high now. Okay, so people can. It's okay for people know PCs, but everyone has a mobile phone with reasonable big screen. Okay, and this is why the mobile app. You think about now in the bank, okay, anything. I mean, even like countdown is crazy. You remember, you and I go to the countdown, right? I go there, they have the card, the green card is talk about discount. I don't know when they said the card expired. I said, why? They said, go to the mobile. You don't need. You just scan app. I can show you guys. It's very nice. If you go to the countdown, they change the card. Have you guys know that? Okay, because usually if you pay and save, they have card. Countdown, they have card. And now I show you guys because this is what I just installed today. What is it? The code is every day. Yes, every day. Okay, the code is every day. You can log in. I can show you every day. but before actually the card just expired. It's making right. It's all okay. Every EV they call it every day or EVIEVER. No, it's very. So what is the app name? Reward, everyday reward. Reward? Is it? No, it's gone. I think I installed this. But today I just installed is where is that? But anyway, it's very easy. You scan, you install it, and use your password, use your user emails, mobile phone login. After login, actually you can generate the code. You don't need a physical code. You know, when we're using the old one, we usually need a physical card. We need to swipe, right? But now they can generate the code like a new world. I know the new world. I have a new world one. They can generate the code. You don't need to scan your card. You actually put your phone under it. They can scan the QR code. When they scan the QR code, it give you some credit when you buy something. I mean, the countdown. Okay, the countdown. They offer you free Wi-Fi in the mall, so this is something good. But as you said, yes, if I don't have my various plan, if I don't have, yes, and basically it means you cannot use it. Okay? So this actually is a okay. Yes, you got a one free one, you can. So where you get one? You ask for them. Okay, oh, you have print out. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I think this is more good. Okay, so physical one is good. But what I mean is everything they have an app now. Okay, so that's why the reason for that I want to highlight again. It's not just about the app plan. It's basically mobile phone already penetrated to our life. Okay, it's probably not everyone have a PC, but not everyone except the kids because they actually would not allow them. They have a mobile phone. Okay, so this market is so big. So do you know what actually is the next potential market? You know, when the computer comes, I mean the PC comes, they change our lives, and also they get a lot of money. Okay, so it's probably we call the first wave. The second wave, the mobile phone, the smartphone. It's not the old phone, the smartphone comes. The smartphone usually they have a big screen. Okay, and definitely the various technology are behind. They penetrate to our life even now. You know, there is more app come in. They get a lot of money, right? So what can be the next wave will change our life? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yes, it's something about Internet of Things, but what is that thing?
Bodies.
Internet of Bodies. Okay.
It's also IEEE.
Okay, I'm sorry, IEEE. Yeah, they can call body network. They said, okay, in the future, you can have your sensors. Okay, for example, now you know you see some very cool boys and girls when they're running in the morning, they have very cool things here, right? And they can monitoring their health, their heart rate, right? So this is something, but not talking about that. I'm talking about something can really influence our life. Machines. Okay. First wave, PC. Second wave, mobile phone. I mean, this real thing. The third wave, what actually will change our life? I don't know. I'm talking about the real thing. Okay. The first wave is PC. But the problem is that actually is about accepting rate. You know, it's probably a lot of people will not accept that. Yes, I know there is a new technology, new hardware for monitor your body, whatever, but the acceptance rate can be low because people think about something not really feel comfortable. I mean, something actually you use very often in your life, but suddenly when this equipped with networking technology, it suddenly change your life, or it will change our life. And also people actually quite easy to accept it because people need it every day. You gotta have ideas. How about vehicles? I think maybe it's a little bit hard. I gave you guys vehicles. I mean the car. The car actually we have that every day, right? So every family, I think at least you have one car. Some actually two. At most three. I don't think actually you are so rich, got so many cars. Unless those millionaires, right? But now the car are quite mechanical, right? And you have to drive it. And you know, sometimes yes, they have some functions, for example, like GPS, these digitals, right? And sometimes now, you know, it's a really nice car like Lexus. When you see there, they can even change their, I mean, the chair can change their positions they try to fit your body, okay, to make you have the most comfortable. Sometimes now you have more functions. For example, if the tire has less pressures, before you have to see it. You know, if you talk about mechanical car, if you not look at it on the road, maybe. So that's what I also will look at my tire first, and then I drive. Because I have a bad license, I drive the car. Actually, there is a nail, and then the car is broken up. The highway. It's really awkward. You know, it's really strange. But the people on the back, you are really blocked the traffic. Okay, and hopefully the police come, and that is very bad experience. Okay, so next time always I will look at my tires, and then okay, I'll go, and even I try see it's strong enough, then I go, right? But now the better car, you don't need to look at. When you actually open your engine, you know, if the tire, if the stress, if the pressure in the tire is lower than some, actually they will alert you. So basically the panel can give you more information about your situation of cars, okay? But this is already happening. And now, even they have this surveillance, right? They have surveillance, so they can look at your eyes, see if you're tired, if you're like a truck, the big truck companies, they actually have the surveillance cameras installed on the car. Okay, to look at driver situation, they can easily recognize if the driver is too tired because they look at your eyes. I open this. If you do something like this one, you know, I think you're sleepy. Okay, because if you're clear, your eyes should be much open. They're using this AI training. Okay, they make say, oh, this is sleepy, oh, this is okay, this is just something in the eyes, don't stop. Okay, so the car becomes smarter and smarter. And people say the electronic or intelligent cars will be the next wave with great potentials on market. Okay, because when you drive the car, you feel actually you're at home, right? The car actually is there is a space in the car. And also, have you imagined, you know, the car has a power system, the petrol system, right? The petrol can become power. Your car maybe in the future can be a cloud center. Have you imagined? Because the car has space, right? Usually you have very big space. That's why people can sit on the back. If you think about the terabytes of data, you know the data, the terabytes is already very big, right? It's maybe thousands of movies in terabytes. And if you look at how big of this terabyte flash, it's probably something like this big. It's already terabyte. So it's quite possible in the future, in your car, you can have this hard disk installed. Okay? And they can actually have all the information there. And also even, you know, they can install the GPU, the processing power. You know, the CPU is a centralized processing unit. GPU is graphic, okay? Processing is, but graphic is means they are very fast, like a gaming, okay? So if you look at the size of all these advanced computing units, are very small. It's very easily they can install your car. And most importantly, your car has a petrol system. The petrol can become power, right? They can actually as electricity source. So in the future, your car can be a cloud. Your car can be a storage. Your car can be even a mobile network. Okay. For example, if you guys are go camping, go how to say, you know, you go to forest, several families. Okay. And you got kids, you got husband and wife, grandma, grandpa, you go to the forest, okay? And the big families, 3 families, 4 families go together because it's safe. So you really find a very nice area, but it's no internet, no wireless networks. So in that case, you can even use one car because the car actually has all these parts, can set up a local networks. At least during the night, several families can messaging each other because you don't really need to go on internet, right? If you really need, and maybe one family buys a plan to go to the satellite, okay, and then you can have internet. But most of the time, you're traveling. The most important is you want to keep everybody well. Okay, so if it's no infrastructure, no GSM, no 5G, 4G, whatever, you can actually using your own car to set up a small local networks, and the messaging can actually sharing among family. You can say, hey, are you safe? Oh, yes, tomorrow let's get up, we can play something together. It's just messaging. You, in this case, you don't need to send your message and go to the internet, from the internet, come back to your neighbor friends. Okay? You basically, you can just use the peer-to-peer. Okay? And you can easily set up a client server. Your car can be a client, you can be the server, other people can connect you. Okay? So this is all the most advanced we can use in wireless. We can do a lot of things. And vehicle, you pay attention, it will be the next leaps. Okay? Because when the vehicle became smarter, the vehicle can talk to vehicles. The vehicle actually, they can have a different technology installed. And also, most important, when people drive the vehicles, they want to safe, right? And some people are really comfortable to drive. Some people hate to drive. So when you have all this technology available, actually you can assist the driver, have the best experience. Okay. And also people say they talk about autonomous vehicles. You don't really need a driver, but it's quite scared, But in some cities, they already happen. You see the bus come, no drivers. You just get on, okay, and get off. The bus will bring you to the right place. The reason for that is the bus line is quite fixed. Okay, so if you can do the presettings, you can let the bus only recognize the need to go somewhere. Okay? So this is all the amazing wireless technologies. Are cool, and also wireless can also use in the sea. Don't forget, the wireless is in the sea. Actually, is more challenging because, for example, like underwater, the signal doesn't work. Okay, you remember actually underwater what signal is working? What actually, if you want to have underwater communication, what is technology? What I mean is under the water, because the wireless doesn't work. The wireless, what do we use now here? Doesn't work. If you go to the water, they cannot really spread because the water has very strong barriers to the signals. Okay, so what they use, do you know? Now the communications underwater. What they use? They're using sonar. How to play the word? Yeah, communication. 就是唢呐，声呐。Yes, just the song. They're using the song from like a dolphin. Okay, like a dolphin. Okay, and then they're using these. Basically, they send the song, and they want to see the response. Okay, and from the response song, they can actually figure out how far from you. How to see that? I think it's so not so nice. So what that word is Sona. SONA AR. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. Okay. It's not Sona. It's not actually a big advance. Okay. So this is something don't confuse it. Sometimes my language is issues. Okay. So the technology are really amazing. Okay. So this is something I want to share with you. Where's my slide? Oh, it's here. It's working. It's called it from here. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So during this technology, cellular, I think I mentioned, okay, they are different from Wi-Fi. The cellular, I'm talking about the network outside. So when you actually open your mobile phone, you have to pay for that, like 4G, 5G, okay? Because basically they're using the frequencies, and this is paid by these operators. That's why they charge you back. That's why Wi-Fi now charge you. You pay the Wi-Fi from your tuition fees. Okay, and also Wi-Fi is not really resource. It is resources, but it's not scarce like the frequency. Okay, so when you're using the GSM, the outside, you have to pay for that. You have to pay for the plan. You have to pay for the data. Okay, and the current, the third and fourth generation system, you can see they have voice, they have texting, they have social networking, mobile apps, mobile web, mobile cameras, and video streaming. So this is actually the service, because when we talk about network, we talk about road. Okay, like the bandwidth of the road, the physical technology, that is all about road. Okay, and also we will talk about the car. The car actually is the applications. What do you want to send through the channel? Because different traffic, different data, they have different requirements on the network. For example, if I'm speaking, like now, I'm talking to you guys, they have real phone call. Okay, you call your dad, okay, using Team or Zoom or whatever. When you have this voice calls, the most sensitive is the delay. Okay, because if you have long delays, the people feel uncomfortable. No, I think people, you feel what do you say? Because basically, you see a long delay, you not really hear the whole sentence. People really feel annoyed if you cannot hear the whole sentence and you just hear the single word, okay? Because there is a long delay between when they arrive. Like when the word comes, there is no another one. Okay, so you only can pronounce one. You have to wait another come back. Another come is quite long. So this is not real-time communication. Real-time communication like now. Okay, and maybe I have some accent, but I'm keep talking. And in this room, I think it's quite enough. You can listen. Okay, it's not really interrupt. Okay, and this actually is about this different services. Okay, and also the impact. The wireless is really choice for life. Okay, before when you have the wire networks, we always think about cables. The cable really limited our mobility. Okay, we cannot actually always drag a cable to have a phone call. Remember in the time when I have a phone, like my ex or mother-in-law phone call. Okay, so in that case, you can see he actually called the phone and he's talking, but because there is a cable, he just keeps working around the table. Okay, but he still can go out. Okay, so but still, your traffic is really not familiar. Now, a lot of phones actually is being given wireless, right? You can have a phone, they can sit on the something, and if something really, you take it, you can actually go around, you can go to the toilet, you can go to the but whenever it's probably really for 100 meters from the center, you basically can have. Okay? I'm not talking about mobile. I'm talking about the fixed phones. Okay, the fixed phone number, because you're just using the terminal part is where. Okay, so this is really convenient. The wireless actually really give us mobility. Okay, we can move around. We can. Okay. And also, like I said, it's always on, always connect. That's the beauty of internet. And sometimes you're really addicted. Okay? Like when you get up in the morning, 1 o'clock, and suddenly you want to look at your phone, you look at TikTok, you look at Instagram, so many funny things, and then you probably take 3 hours to look at, and then you want to sleep. You cannot sleep. Okay, it's the car start. Okay, so this is something good or bad. I want you guys, you are using technologies. I really want you guys to also think about yourself, because a lot of problems, health problems, are happened when we're using technology, especially computers. Okay, we probably long sitting before the computers. Okay, so the blood in our body is not really circulated well. Okay, sometimes some people are always using Sometimes, when they became old, their finger actually got problems. They feel pain. Okay, because not good. And also, some people always sitting behind the computers. They don't move, like coding guys. They do a lot of programming. Actually, it's very challenging. Sometimes they start on one piece of code, and they can work hours. They really forget the time. And after they do finish, when they stand up, they even feel drizzle because when you're sitting, all this blood is not going well. So what I want to say is, yes, technology is advanced, is amazing. This is something I really want you guys to feel exciting. But on the other hand, technology is also can cause health problems. I see a lot of people actually put the phone here. Okay, it's not fair. This actually has emissions. Okay, it's basically they have the how do you call that is because it's sending the okay, and even you don't, I don't use it. I don't use my phone. Okay, but if you have the machines like very sharp, you measure every maybe second, the phone will send you some message, tell the system, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. Okay, because this is the nature of mobility. Because we assume these devices can move. Okay? So that's why we always send phone to others. Okay, and just in case someone calls them, a central control of the other, they can make it. Okay? So they will program it after it's really friendly. But when you put it here, you know how hard it is here. Okay? Although there is no strong evidence that you put it here, but anyway, we take because I'm working in the Beijing, working on the civil level. I don't know if the evidence or not, but basically that don't. Okay? And also they say don't put it over here. Okay? Because the TV is. So the people say, so where are you gonna put my phone? Okay? I put it over here. Okay? Something try to get away with the phone. That's true. Because I think there is a lot of electronics. Because the impact of this technology on body, sometimes you cannot measure. Maybe even you measure like a next generation. Okay, because you cannot. This is really acute. Like a small microwave every day, cooking your heart. Okay, because if you put it here, it's like a microwave every day they cooking your heart. Okay, and maybe one day, it's okay. 10 days, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, so something could happen. Okay, and even people say maybe not in your generation, but when you have the boy, when you have the child, next generation, this will impact them. Because this study is really challenging because you really need to monitor. Okay, but anyway, it's good. If you don't use your phone, it's just put them aside. Okay, because they actually sending something is not good for health. But for the manufacturers, they are so exciting because they want money. Okay, I have to say, they are really greedy. Okay, so that's why they keep generating the new devices, new services, and they want more money. Okay, so these are actually diagrams. It's basically give you a very good systematic view of where this technology comes from. Okay, it's really from some simple radios, and then it's from the the TV, the broadband TV is also about wireless. Okay, they call it broadband wireless TV, mobile two-way radios, and then we talk about color TV. Sometimes people ignore TV. TV actually is also communication. Okay, but because of the nature of TV, in most countries, they only give you one channel open. This means the download. When I see the TV, I don't think actually TV station to upload something. Not like YouTube, right? So most of the time when you're using the TV, you put your hands on the back. You are only the receiver of this data, right? So that's why it's one side. That's why when we talk about communication, is TV a communication channel? I don't think so, because I never think that you talk to someone, right? But technology speaking, this TV band actually can be two-directional. It means, but because the nature of TV and the nature of these broadcasting programs, they actually close another channel. Okay, but in some situations, when the disaster happens, the base stations actually sometimes they just really crash. Okay, and in that case, if you can actually using this FM radios, because they have large coverage, right? For example, it doesn't matter in Auckland which part, you can always say hear the FM like music, right? The national, okay, the national channels, okay. It doesn't matter you're walking, you're driving, whenever you want, you turn to the frequency, you can always listen. They are play something, okay. So the TV actually is on channel as well. Because the nature of this TV, most of the time the regulators, they just close the other side. As a user, you cannot use the TV channel to talk about something. But it's quite possible, or you should think about it, if the disaster happened. Because when the disaster happened, all the communication infrastructure, okay, and the TV actually can have largest coverage, right? So everybody actually can see the TV. So basically, their coverage rate are much higher than. You can actually open the channels. User actually can send signals to tell others how are they. Okay, so this actually is also very important. This one you guys might understand. Some of them maybe you heard. Bluetooth, okay, and even like they call the satellite, even the talk about 5G, the talk about 4G, even Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is really amazing is because they don't actually connect anything if possible. Okay, for example, and they even talking about, in the future, you actually can put a you call? Oh no. Okay, sorry. Actually, they said even in the future, you can put an IP chip under the bottles because you are using that to monitoring your drinking behaviors. And whenever you can put a chip, even you can put it on the toothbrush or the tooth, you monitor some behavior because when you actually move, for example, like when you move the bottle, the motion can be measured and they know actually you do the movement. Okay, sometimes this sort of behavior are useful. For example, you can remind yourself how many water you drink. Maybe you need to drink more water or you drink too much. Drink too much water is unsafe as well. Okay, because basically the kidney you have too many glucose. Okay, and too less water is not good. Okay, you should really get more water because human body, we need water. Okay, and also sometimes they said there is a lot of use case. For example, in the rest home. So when the people became old, their mind is not clear. And also every day they eat a lot of pills, right? And they have different disease, they eat the pills. But when they became old, not clear, sometimes they actually take long bottles of pill. If they eat long, sometimes they even cause this death risks. Okay, so the people say, okay, in that case, under each bottle, I put a chip. I mean, it's IP address. So they can measure the movement of these bottles. Okay, so if someone, and also the red bottle in what time, this is already defined, they can put in the expert system or the server. So when the people move the bottles, if they move right, for each bottle they can send different signals to each bottle I moved. Okay? So if they're not matching, what you should do to take, the system will send alert. The alert can be to the person they use in the medicine, but if they are too old, they cannot actually manage them well. Usually they can send to their support. Okay, so you see, the various technology has so many applications, and it's the various is security. Okay, it can bring a lot of convenience. So that's why we probably quite highlight this wireless. Okay, because this is probably the most front one. And then we have 4G, 5G. This is something on the back. Give you a quick message, quick knowledge about different technologies. I don't want to actually really cover everything. Okay, and also if you look at the future trend, we can similarly say the future trend is quicker, faster, stronger. I think there is a song there, right? I can believe with you. It's about everything is quicker, stronger, faster. Okay, and that actually is humans dreaming about these networks. Okay, like the road, you don't need to worry about what car. You just think about road is always running enough, no congestion, okay, and people are ready. Okay, and this is people's visions about the network, about the wireless network. But on the other hand, there is also the challenge in the wireless networks. Okay, for example, one thing is about security, because when we're using wireless communications, the channel is open. So your signals actually can send through. Okay, it's not like a pipe. If I have a pipe to you, everything will be here. So if somebody want to hear us, they have to near the pipe, right? They have to near enough to get the information there. But then actually it's quite risky. So people can say, oh, you guys steal the message. Okay, but on the other hand, you can say, okay, I want something actually can open to the wireless, but whenever you open, the risks can come. If the hacker, they can also listen your message, and even they can try to hack your systems. So if you don't have very strong security mechanisms, it's quite possible while you're using wireless, your system is hacked. Okay, and even now I think it's quite dangerous. While you're using the mobile phone, I see some people actually associate their bank. Okay, because it's easy. And I also think New Zealand are changing. Because using the phone to pay is very popular in China. It's like something one day everybody uses it. Okay, but New Zealand usually I still prefer the cash. Although when I just come to New Zealand, I don't like that. But now I got used to, because it's help you to manage your money. Okay, so when you're using credits, sometimes but some people actually want convenience. They install the money apps. Okay, and they can easily use that to buy something from Amazon, buy books, buy the clothes. It's very easy because they can just click. Okay? But on the other hand, whenever you connect with the outside world, the risk you are being hacked is quite possible. Okay, so this is why when we use wireless, security is really big issue. And also, when we use the wireless, a very big challenge is the battery. That's why sometimes when you use yes, I play the game, but you really want to look at power plug, because if you keep doing that, your phone will become hot. Okay, and then the battery is gone. So you have to find some power plug can always recharge your phone. Okay, and that actually is a big limitation for the laptop. Okay, so in that case, when you develop something similar to the wear, but when you design for wireless, the first thing you must is energy efficient. Okay? Are you using less as possible programming code to do the same function? Okay, so this actually can be a challenge. Okay, and also like for example, later on we can quickly talk about the RSA is for encryption algorithms in the wireless network. Okay, so sometimes people say, hey, what is your RSA? RSA 64. So basically, this is mechanisms are using in the wireless network. It's very strong. The people say, if you want to hack this, yes, you can hack after 1,000 years. It means actually it's safe. No code, no encryption are perfect, cannot be hacked. All code, encrypted codes can be hacked, but it's just a matter of time. If you hack in the next second, you can calculate. But if you hack after 1,000 years, it's not sad, right? I don't think people will wait you. I don't think actually other people will. Okay, so that's why in the wireless network, security issue, some interferences where in the wireless network are degraded. Okay, so you cannot use the same interference to the wireless network because when you're using that for the you have power flag. You don't worry about power. Basically, your PC are always connected. Okay, so the algorithm can be complex, can be even with some redundancy, and you don't worry because every time you connect to the wireless. But when you're using wireless, you cannot just take something really works there because that calculation can be huge. Notice how I like to give you guys an example like RSA. Okay, usually they're talking about you're solving your power 20 times. That's a lot. Okay, so that actually really exhausting your bandwidth. I don't think you just want security, you run a couple of program and then your computer, your laptop, your mobile phone is that. You say what? I don't use this antivirus software. It's too eating my power, right? So in that case, you have to figure out how efficient you are. Okay? So this actually is the research on this. For example, like RSA is how the fixed network for the encryptions, okay? And you cannot actually adopt that because they actually have very heavy capability. You really need a reliable power supply. In that case, the people actually develop, a simple versions, okay? And basically, you can run that in your machine, okay? And that actually save. Okay, so this is all the possible applications. I think it's I like to give you guys some time. I don't want to cover everything, but it's good you can read the chapter 1. And also, I said the best way to get knowledge is reading. We have to say. Okay, sometimes when you're listening or when you're seeing something, your brain is not really. When you see what you see, you have to. Okay, you don't really have time. Brain can really digest, like we talk about history. It's probably not very quickly. Usually you take some. Okay, so but reading is the best way you can get knowledge. Now people just so busy, or they already got used to read on you guys. And also in the coming lectures, you get. Okay, but it's quite self-check because the textbook is really wonderful. There is a lot of details, aesthetic introduction in the textbook. And storytelling. Okay, it's much richer than just we put some slides, highlight some points. Okay, so reading the textbook, you get the best knowledge about systems. Okay, and also when you read, if you somewhere don't understand, you can always find me. Okay, so this is why I'm here. What's the time now? I think probably we just cover here. Actually, I want to give you guys some tests, some lab. Okay, I can show you because this series lab is very good. Is basically from the same textbook, and they give very good, very sharp labs. I think it's Kiro, Jim Kiro. I can share this in game Kiros. I think Kiros. Very sharp lab. Okay, so I think last week already. I hope you guys already finished the first one. The first one is actually you download very sharp and you use that to look at some website and you see what actually going on there. Okay, and for the online guys, I share this lab links, and you can, if you finish the first lab, you can actually go to lab 2. Lab 2 actually is about HTML. Okay, you actually connect to the HTML, and I think they have very clear instructions, how you can do with, what you need to do in the lab. Okay, so basically you follow step by step. Okay, and if you have any questions, basically next week we can discuss it. Okay, so this labs is not counting for marks. It's just warm up yourself for learning this very sharp tools. The tools actually is packaged. Basically is like they can sniffer what actually going on in the channels, like a dog. Okay, because as humans we cannot see the message. We cannot understand the ones. But when you have very sharp installed, it's like a dog. It's sniffing what's happening in the internet, and they collecting this information, they interpret, they make it make sense, and show you. Okay, so this is how it works. I don't think actually we have enough time to go through because we only probably have 20 minutes. At the end, I really want to share with you guys something is I see there is a lot of inquiries about online mode, but actually today when I come, I like to tell you this negative news. Okay, for some of you, is I talked to Chris, is basically is academic lead in our school. I talk about policies. So basically now our MIT not approve any class with online mode. Okay, because the teaching performance. I know you guys aware one class, networking class, is high-end one, right? It's online, and the reason for that is for his networking class 6, level 6 one. This lab is already not suitable. Okay, so the equipment here has got some issues. So basically, they cannot use the lab here. So the lab equipment is not supporting the class. So that's why they changed to online. But that actually really got approved, okay, from the head of school, from the institute. Okay, and also some of you actually raise the issues. Hey, William, the time is too late. Actually, Chris said, there is some annual regulations. If you can see, basically it says when you come to MIT, the class time can be early from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. Okay, so depending on the different constraints, you will be allocated on that slot. So if between 8 a.m. before 9 p.m., this is something actually is reasonable. Okay, but for our class, I see it's a little bit late. Okay, I understand, some of you is and the winter coming. So what I think we can do is at least now we can start early, like 5:30, right? And we have 3 hours. I don't think it's something like today. I keep talking. I don't think this is really engaging. So what we do is usually we can have 1.5 hours to have the concept, and then I can leave some labs. Okay, so when we have labs and you have flexibility, you say, hey, William, I can volunteer because my home is very near. I feel safe. Or you say, hey, William, I'm not feel safe. I want to go back early. That's fine. So basically, for the lab session, like nearly half, you actually, if you really worry about safety or the car or vehicle things, I think you can leave earlier. Is it okay? I try to find a trade-off, but it means, you still need to do the lab, okay? And later on, you still need to show you understand the lab, okay? But from the flexible point of view, because when we do the lab, you not necessarily have to be here, okay? If you finish the lab, you have flexible, you can do the lab later, or you can do the lab somewhere else. Okay? I hope this can be maybe a trade-off way. Okay, so for the online guys, I think this is actually I consult Chris. So if you have any concerns still about this online thing, I think you can actually ask Chris, because this is Chris actually share with us. So we probably for today we still have online. We do the recording, but later on probably will not offer that. Okay, but for David, I know you actually you have this the issues. I think later on we can figure out how we can accommodate you, because you have valid reasons. Okay, it hurt his leg, it cannot come, so that's valid reason. Okay, for others, if you're talking about the class is too late, or it's I really want online, and this reason is not valid. Okay, it's because basically we assume this time from 8 a.m. to the 9 p.m. is the study time. Okay, so you can check. It should be in the regulations when you decided here. Okay, so if you not can come, you say, hey William, sorry, even you're saying this is really not available. I think probably you need to think about, do you really need to select this paper this semester? Because I think we offer the similar paper next semester as well. Maybe you can think about that. Otherwise, the attendance will be showing you not here. Okay. But anyway, I share this news with you, and maybe some of you not happy, not comfortable. But if you have any issues, I think you can address Chris, okay? Because I consult the seniors. This is not something we decided. It's basically we follow the institute's regulation, okay? And also, to be frank, online learning is not effective. To be frank, you're not learning just from teacher. You're also learning from your classmates. Okay, and that's why it's best you can in the class. But for me, maybe I just talk too much today. But later on, I should give you some activities once you guys, work together, learn each other. Okay, does this make sense? Okay, so probably today we finish here. Okay, so for the online guys, if you have any concerns, you just feel free to raise. But this is what I heard from Chris, and I convey to you. Okay, but if you have concern, you always feel free to raise. Okay. Yep. Yes, I see you talk about different reasons, but in the regulation, the official study time is from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. This is when you start the study. When you decide to come here, this is the normal. We think this is normal time. Okay. So it's not something special. Just if you look at other class, there is other class tonight as well. But we try to find a middle way. Okay, you come here for the concept, for the lab. If you want to go earlier, I'm okay for that. But you still need to finish. I hope this can be a middle way. Okay, I don't want to say, hey, you have to be here. I just say, it's by the way, try to find a middle way to solve this. Okay. Yep. But if you like to discuss, we can actually follow up later. Okay. But thanks for you guys. Yep. So we probably finished today here. Yep. Hi guys. I will close this. Okay. I will stop sharing. I will. So if you have questions, you can ask me. Okay. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.